Holy do I have a list of awesome gifts to give to your favorite tech heads, or maybe you're the tech head and you feel like sending yourself some holiday love. And no, I don't mean through Tinder, I am talking about some of the best tech of 2021 in all sorts of price ranges. Let's ramble.
Hold up, things go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it wants them.
Hey, what's up guys? It's great to see you all again. And if you're new here, I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff. So guys, 'tis the season to be jolly, but it's also the season to be generous. And of course, we're all looking for the perfect gifts to give to our loved ones. And shopping for tech heads is not easy. So I'm going to try and help you out with some of my favorite tech of this year that I think could make excellent presents for those people that made it onto your nice list or your naughty list. We don't judge here. And like I said in the intro, we will be covering a variety of price categories from stocking stuffers to some top of the line gifts for those extra special techies in your life. So there should be something in there for everyone. All right, so let's start off with a no-brainer, but that doesn't make this any less interesting. And that is this minuscule powerhouse of a charger by AOHI. You wouldn't tell it by looking at it, but this little Mac cube packs a whopping 65 watts of GaN charging. And if you don't know, GaN stands for gallium nitride, which is a material that produces less heat, and less heat means components can be closer together, so these chargers can now be made super small while maintaining all that power. It comes with this really cool cable that actually shows you how many watts are being distributed to charge your device. And it really is adaptive. You will see different readings on different devices depending on how much juice they need. You can't go wrong with this gift. It's an absolute winner. Next up, we have my absolute favorite piece of tech in this list, but it's also one of the most expensive ones, and that is the iPad mini. If you've been to this channel before, you already know I'm kind of obsessed with this thing. It was the big surprise at this year's main Apple event, and for good reason, because it is awesome. The thing is that this iPad mini is the iPad most of us don't really need, but really want. So if your favorite techie has been salivating over this thing, but is too stingy to get one for themselves, you will score some major brownie points if you get it for them. In my opinion, the iPad mini is the perfect gift. One of the main advantages of the iPad mini is that it's compatible with the Apple Pencil 2, which charges and pairs by just snapping it onto the side of the mini. But of course, when you're traveling and you stick this in your bag, you will lose the pencil. And that is why the good people at Benks made this sturdy looking case for the mini that also holds the Apple Pencil in place and charges it at the same time. So that's really nice. And it has an added benefit because the backside of it is transparent plastic, which means I can still see my yellow dbrand skin that I really love. The color is Bulletproof Banana. You can check it out on their website. This next item is the perfect companion for your iPad mini or any other iPad or laptop, because let's face it, those devices are small and you're likely to hunch over a little bit when you're using it. Well, not if this thing has something to say about it, and it does have something to say about it.
Do not lower your head.
This is the Czur Mirror, which is an AI posture corrector. What does that mean? It means that you set it up near you at your workplace, it will scan your body and your posture, and it will tell you to stop slouching whenever you adopt an unhealthy posture. Czur has won the 2021 Red Dot Award for this thing, and I think they deserve it because this thing works really well, it looks great, and at $69, it doesn't break the bank. Right, we have a bunch of cool products left, but before we move on, this guy wants to talk to you about something. Guys, I want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, Malwarebytes. From one tech head to another, I know what it's like. We love getting new tech, and we don't mind spending some money on a great device like the iPad mini we just talked about or a new Mac. We don't like spending money on software to protect those devices, when we all know how important that really is. The guys over at Malwarebytes are techies too. They know exactly how we feel, which is why they're offering 20% discount for my viewers on their already very reasonable prices. Malwarebytes Premium is an effective and easy to use antivirus that stops sophisticated cyber threats that traditional antivirus programs miss, built to keep your personal devices and your data protected in real time. Its award-winning technology helps eliminate traces of malware and prevents it from coming back, leaving your devices in a truly healthy state. My favorite feature within their protection package is web protection, which is designed to proactively prevent you from accessing malicious websites. We've all seen those websites where they try to scam you, load ransomware onto your devices, or steal your credentials. With Malwarebytes, there'll be none of that. It'll keep you far away from those scammers, so guys, be smart, grab that discount link in the description, and get yourself protected. Right, moving on to the next item, and that is the Amaryllo Apollo Biometric Auto Tracking Pet Cam. And this thing is gonna come in handy during the holiday seasons. We're gonna be visiting friends and family, and it's not always possible to bring your pets on those visits. And of course, you wanna know if your four-legged friends are okay at home. The Apollo has you covered. The camera itself is very small and inconspicuous. You can mount it to a wall, but it has a flat base, so you can also place it on a table or a dresser, and you don't have to be super precise about it because this camera can turn 360 degrees around and swivel 90 degrees up and down. So you can pretty much see whatever there is in the room. Well, how does that help me check up on my pet, you ask? Well, this thing has a lot of sensors. It has a bunch of sensors all around the lens, as well as infrared LEDs, so you can see in the dark, but most importantly, it has motion detection. Not only does it have the big motion sensor on the front, it also has 2 motion detectors on the back, so whenever there is activity going on behind the camera, it will turn itself around and film the action. And because it has a micro SD card slot, it records all the activity, so you can always refer back to your recordings when needed. And because it's connected to your Wi-Fi, you will have access to the camera via Amaryllo's native app. There's a couple of settings that you can use where you can do things like set parameters of what part of the room the camera should be focusing on, or you can set it to patrol mode, whereby it's really just constantly scanning the entire room. But that doesn't make it a pet camera either, but the biometric sensor does, and boy does it work. Not only does it distinguish between humans and pets, you can actually register the faces of your family members so the camera knows who it's actually filming. So when your pet starts moving across the room, the Apollo will follow it. It has a mic and a speaker, so you can even talk to your pet, if you're one of those people. At the time of this video, the camera goes for around $200, so it's not the cheapest camera, but there is a reason why it won the Best Innovation Award at CES. Having said that, we need some stocking stuffers too, and I have some great ones for you. Check out these awesome cases for your iPhone 13 Pro, or any other model for that matter. These bad boys are made by Mous, and as you probably know, Mous cases are known for being pretty much indestructible. There are videos on the YouTubes of people tossing these things out of hot air balloons with the iPhone still surviving the drop. But they're not just sturdy, they also look really good. If you like clear covers, Mous has got you covered, but personally, I like the solid cases more. I love this speckled one that has almost a fabric-y finish. Feels really nice, but my personal favorite is this carbon fiber one. The magnets are super strong, which is useful when you want to snap them onto your MagSafe accessories, but even more useful when you want to snap a wallet onto the back of your phone. You obviously don't want to lose that, and with these cases, you definitely will not. Speaking of wallets, if you're tired of the same old Apple wallets, Mous makes some really beautiful ones. Again, with insane magnets, and look how elegant these look. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic stocking stuffers. Links to this and of course all the other products are in the description. Moving on to another smartphone accessory, and that is Zhiyun's newest phone gimbal, the Smooth 5. Now, a little while ago, I featured its little brother, the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 on this channel, and while that is a great entry-level gimbal with a couple of really cool features, there was a drawback to it, and that is the relatively weak motor. The iPhone Pro models are pretty heavy phones as is, so whenever I would attach an additional lens like the Sandmark anamorphic lens that I really like, the gimbal would struggle and ultimately fail. This one has no problem holding up both the iPhone and the lens, but that's not the only thing that is great about it. It has many cool features. First of all, let's talk about the carrying case. I mean, come on, this thing is beautiful. Inside we have 3 things: the gimbal itself, a little tabletop tripod, which is super useful, and then there is this thing. And what that is a little magnetic light that snaps onto the gimbal, and then all you need to do is long press the light button and boom, you have a pretty darn powerful light, which is great to light up a scene in a darker space, or you can just flip it around and use it as a key light to light yourself in selfie mode. It also comes with a couple of these colorful magnetic gels that you can just snap onto the light to give it different colors. The gimbal has all of the standard modes. It has pan follow, lock mode, follow mode, POV mode, and vertical mode, which some of you might know as vortex mode, depending on the brand of gimbal you're used to. One of the standout features of this gimbal is definitely the zoom and focus wheel you can use when you are in the ZY Cami app that comes with the gimbal. Look how easy it is to zoom in and out with this thing, and you can also pull focus. If for whatever reason the gimbal is not positioned exactly where you want it, you can always manually adjust it using this little joystick. If you want to recalibrate, you simply double tap the trigger button. If you triple tap it, it will turn 180 degrees so you can film yourself using the high quality cameras on your phone. Oh, and it charges via USB-C, which is always a good thing. Of course, there's a lot more to this gimbal, and I will definitely do a full review very soon on this channel. So if you're interested in that, or you like tech reviews in general, be sure to subscribe. I upload every week, sometimes more, so plenty of fresh content coming your way. Next up, two really cool products by a company called Orico. First up, there is this adjustable laptop stand, which can also be used as a tablet stand, especially for your larger iPads like the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. The stand looks fantastic, it's built like a tank, the hinges are really strong, and there's plenty of airflow for your computer so it will not get hot. But what really sets this stand apart from most other laptops is the 4 high-speed USB ports on the side, which means that it's not just a stand, it's also a USB hub for your computer, but since most iPads now have USB-C connection as well, it also works perfectly as a hub for your iPad. I love how high this thing can go. You can really get everything at eye level. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Let me know in the comments. Equally innovative and also made by Orico is this USB 4 NVMe SSD enclosure. And guys, I really think that this kind of stuff is the future. We're always looking for fast SSDs and they're not cheap. And if you want to upgrade your storage, you need to buy another SSD and those things are expensive. This enclosure allows you to use much cheaper NVMe SSD cards so you can get that ultra fast storage at a much lower price. And once you stick it in there, it looks like a dedicated SSD drive. Look how small it is. And fast it definitely is, because this bad boy allows for 40 Gbps, which is insanely fast. All you have to do is take the included screwdriver, undo the screw on the back, and stick in your favorite brand of NVMe memory. It has a super solid aluminum housing, which is compact, but leaves more than enough space for airflow to make sure your SSDs don't overheat. And like I said, I really do think this is the future, and trust me, it's a fantastic gift for any techie. Be sure to check the links in the description. Some of them have some pretty sweet discounts. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it one of these. It really does help the channel. Subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.